What's up, family? What's up, family? It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. Um, I wanted to holler at you. I was meaning to holler at you about this weekend. I've just been very busy this weekend. Went to the protests and everything. I didn't get around to it, but I wanted to holler at you about the NFL and Roger Goodell putting out how basically sorry, shouting Black Lives Matter, apologizing for not listening to their players, and let me just say my little speech on that. I think it's some people have to understand something. We're having a moment in this country. We're having a moment in the world. And because of that moment, what's happening, businesses are going to do what they feel is best for business, right? So going against black people made all the sense in the world because white people are largely, by and large, was willing to go against black people. It's just what it is. So now you have a huge chunk of white America, at least at the moment, riding with black people. So much so, the reasons why, yes, people are pissed off about George Floyd, but I think we have a country, a world, who's on shutdown, still for the most part, from the coronavirus, and we have everyone's attention, and everybody's riled up and pissed off, and you can't look away from it. Plus, we have the actions of our moron in chief that is pissing off so many people, nobody wants to ride with him. Pay attention. It's not a coincidence that now the NFL is doing all this when, mind you, the owners are people who donate to this man's campaign. But now they have their guy, Roger Goodell, who speaks for them, saying what he's saying. Because they know they can't ride on the president's coattails. They can't do what the president wants them to do. They can't. It's not popular right now. Nobody's riding with them. Why? Because the vast majority of white people are riding with black folks right now. So that's what that is to me. My question is, what is the NFL going to do with this? Are you going to recognize social justice as an issue every single year the way you recognize breast cancer? Yes, people. When you see NFL players wearing pink cleats and pink gloves, that's breast cancer awareness. What about social justice awareness month? What about that? Just saying. Um, is Cap going to get a job back? Is Cap going to get? Yes, Cap has done a lot of things that has pissed people off who's riding with him, myself included. But there's never been a denying as far as does he belong in the National Football League? Absolutely. Is Cap going to get his job back? And furthermore, what's going to happen when this moment passes? Why do I say this? We have a moment in the entire world where everyone is basically, a lot of people are on one accord. But remember, this is an election year. And the reason why you see our moron in chief doing the things that he's doing, because he's trying to rile up his base. He's trying to appeal to his base. And right now, his base doesn't seem as strong as it normally does. But one thing I do know, that base always hits back. That base always comes back. That base is strong. Strong not just in action, strong as in numbers. Why? Because this country and the world was founded in the beliefs of said base. So, what's going to happen when there's pushback from said base? That's what I want to know. Roger Goodell, are you still going to be screaming Black Lives Matter then when there's pushback from said base? That's what I want to know. And that's why I think you're not going to hear anything from the owners. I won't be shocked if you don't hear shit from none of them. Because I think they're anticipating it. They're almost like, all right. They're almost like they're sitting back like, all right, let them have their little moment. This too will pass. Once the country starts opening back, people will get busy again. And the same people that was marching with you, they're going to go back to doing the same bullshit they was doing before. I think NFL is influenced by what everything's happening now and the fact that corporate America is throwing dollars behind this. You know, you have companies like Airbnb, Pepsi, for example, throwing money towards Black Lives Matter and social justice, etc., etc. I think that I think that this is a moment that needs to be capitalized because it's not going to last forever. It won't. It won't. And the moron in chief is counting on it. He's counting on it. I love the fact that the NFL players are stepping up and speaking out more than ever. I'm seeing things that I've never seen before. I was just at the protest, watched the Square Park this past Saturday, and I'll be honest, I saw more white folks than black folks. Never thought I'd see that. I seen this past weekend NASCAR recognizing black issues, Black Lives Matter, etc., etc. Never thought I'd see that. You know, so I'm seeing things I've never seen, but now it's time to the point where I need to see action. I need to see this set precedent for how these situations are handled. And all these other situations that are happening with these protests in the wake of the George Floyd's killing, I need to see that same energy given to those. On CNN, they showing the killing from last year that we're just now seeing on camera that the cops got away with. I need to see that same energy for there. Because that's the only way we're going to get justice. And the crazy shit about it is they're continuing to provide the ammunition for the protesting. Why? Because we're protesting social justice, we're protesting police brutality. And they keep committing acts of police brutality. That's the crazy part to me. So on one hand, you have, if the energy stays the same, you have what's happening now that can continue. But I want to see what's going to happen when the pushback comes. Let's see what happens when the pushback. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.